Don't answer that, Justin. Don't answer that.
I won't. But you're going to have to eventually.
Well, not today.
Tomorrow's a long way off.
Suits me. I'll answer it then.
It's not going away. They're not going away.
Well, they can wait. I'm trying to sleep.
If you were trying to sleep, you'd be in bed.
If I could have slept in bed, I would have. But I couldn't. So I came in here.
And?
It didn't help.
Then why don't you give up and turn on a light?
I never give up. And I don't want to turn on the light. Why do you care one way or the other? Light or no light? What difference does it make to you?
I can't see you.
You don't have to see me. You know what I look like. The same, just older.
Come on, Grace. Stop playing games.
Games? You think this is a game? Why the hell do you think I'm sitting here in the dark? Because it's not a game. It's not pretend anymore.
Whew! Let there be light!
Smart ass.
See? That wasn't so bad.
Okay, you see me. Enough.
Leave it on. It gets easier. Once it's on, you can't just shut it off.
You just watch me. I can do what I damn well please.
But you won't cut the light off again.
What the hell do you know?
You'd be surprised what I know. I know you. I'm all grown up.
That'll never happen.
Can't say the same forever. Why are you doing this to yourself? This isn't you. You know that.
Well, things change.
Not you.
Even me.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
I can get up. I just don't want to. Go away! Leave me alone! I mean it! Stop knocking!
Oh, come on, Graham. Your legs are not broken. There's nothing keeping you here except for you.
Well, I'm enough. I'll get up when I damn well want to.
Why not now?
Because I don't want to. That's why. So you can leave me hell alone too. No, I don't mean that. It's just, what's the point?
The point is, you wouldn't let me do this. Hide away like this.
Maybe I should have.
Never. Look, it's all the same out there. Morning still comes. People still get up and go to work.
Well, they don't know. Well, they wouldn't see the end of the world if it smacked them in the face.
It isn't the end of the world.
Don't you tell me what it is or isn't the end of. Nothing's the same and you know it. And get away from that window. See? See what you've done? Just leave me alone and close the curtains.
Why? Are you afraid someone's going to see? They don't have to see. They know. They knock. You don't answer. They know.
Justin, please, just close the curtains, please.
No.
Then I'll close them myself.
No, Graham. Please.
If I want them closed, I want them closed. It's my life, my house. And stop calling me Graham. You know how much I hate that. Makes me feel old. And you only do it to piss me off.
Whatever it takes to get you off the sofa. It's a miracle. Gracie's legs are a-moving.
Smartass. I hate Gracie as much as I hate Graham. It's Grace.
Amazing grace.
You better damn well believe it.
That's more like it.
Like what?
Like you. Ornery as hell.
Should have left you out on the streets. That's what I should have done.
But you didn't, Blanche. You didn't.
Should have. That was a piss-poor imitation of Joan Crawford and Baby Jane.
So I don't do dead actresses. Want to hear my share?
Oh. Got enough of that when you were 12.
Cut that music down. Can't hear a body think. Should've just left a sniveling little shit like you out on the streets.
I never called you a little shit.
Yeah, you did.
Then you must have deserved it. Must have pissed me off.
Thank God, I tried. I really tried. Royally.
You sure did. Nothing but aggravation.
Are you saying when you got me that you got a hell of a lot more than you bargained for?
I didn't complain.
What do you mean you didn't complain? You complained all the time.
No, I didn't. And if I did, it was only because that's what I was supposed to do. With your mom gone, it was up to me, and I never lied about what kind of parent I was the first time around.
You weren't that bad.
I was for shit, and you know it. Must have been, or your mother wouldn't have up and died like that.
She was a junkie. Junkies die.
And whose fault was that? If I raised her right, if I spent more time with her, she might still have been here. And you'd be her problem, not mine.
Oh, come on, Gracie. You know I had a little zing to your fling. Besides, you love me getting into things.
You could have done it with a lot less. Every day it was something. Some new mischief. Should have taken a belt to you.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't. Would it have helped?
Wouldn't have changed anything if that's what you mean. I was me. Even when I didn't know it, I was me. I still am. And in spite of everything, you never threw me out. I've got to give you that.
Should have. Should have just chucked you out the door.
You still could. Maybe you should.
Never. You hear me? Never. Ain't gonna happen. You may be a pain, but you're my pain.
Thank you. Can I turn on another light?
You never asked me before. Why are you asking me now? And I'm not afraid of the dark. Don't you go thinking I'm afraid of the dark, because I'm not. Just makes not seeing a lot easier.
You need more color. I can see your roots.
See, that's why I want the lights off. In the dark, nobody can see my roots. I can't see my roots.
Well, you need a touch-up. You want me to help?
And how do you propose to do that?
I can watch.
I was dyeing my hair before you came into my life, and I'm still capable of doing it again. I didn't need you then, and I don't need you watching now. If I want to color my hair, I'll do it.
Then why don't you?
Because there's no point.
Maybe there is. Maybe you want to go green again. Or maybe purple this time.
I'm not dyeing my hair purple or green, and that's final. Once was enough. And why would you want that again? It embarrassed the shit out of you the first time.
I wasn't embarrassed.
Oh, don't give me that. You were like something melting in the sidewalk. All those people pointing and snickering and you just dying inside.
What did you expect me to do?
I don't know anymore.
Sorry.
Why? What have you got to be sorry for? You didn't do anything. You weren't the one with green hair.
No, I didn't have the green hair. It was about the only thing that wasn't green. You know, I look back and Jesus, how did you stand me? I must have been the stupidest kid around. I couldn't see for shit. Why didn't you just come out and tell me?
Why didn't you?
Maybe I didn't know. Sometimes it's just a feeling you're not sure about. And pretending is better than facing the truth. Or having it shoved in your face.
I didn't shove anything. I wouldn't have done that.
How could you let me hate you like that? Make me go off with you.
It was a mistake.
No, it wasn't a mistake. And once it finally hit me, I don't think I ever loved you more. Why didn't you just sit me down and tell me what you're trying to do?
We weren't a sitting family. And besides, what was I supposed to tell you? I couldn't tell you if you didn't tell me first. Well, you think we'd never talked.
We didn't.
Yes, we did. Don't give me that.
We shouted a lot.
Nothing wrong with a little loudness to get your point across. I don't break easy. And I thought I raised you the same way. This was important.
When did you find out?
Find out what?
You know what.
No, I don't know what. I want to hear you say it.
Why?
Because if you don't, I feel like shit. Like you didn't trust me. Like I was nothing. Like all those years were... Just say it. You've never said it.
I couldn't.
Why? What do you think I'm going to do? What for God's sake do you think I'm going to do?
I don't know. You were always saying you're going to chuck me out the door for one thing or another.
Well, that was for pissing me off. But never for anything important. Why didn't you know that? How could you not know that? Oh, forget it. Besides, you're getting too big to pick up and throw out the door.
I'm sorry. Or just you were all I had. I couldn't take that chance.
Honey, I may have been old, but I wasn't that old. I sure as hell wasn't senile. This is Miss Amazing here. I've been through every scraped knee and bloody nose you ever got. So I sure as hell wasn't gonna... Why do you think I sent you to the Y for those stupid boxing lessons, huh? Because I thought bloody noses ought to go to somebody else's house for a change.
I know you love me.
I never said that.
I know. But you did everything else. Green hair. Damn!
It was stupid.
No, it wasn't stupid. I was just slow in the uptake. Took me a while to get to the point.
But if I hadn't...
Graham! Grace, I was dying inside and you opened the door. I didn't know it, but you did. When you walked out that door, Miss Lady Green Hair, everyone that morning, everyone was pointing and laughing behind your back, and you just kept walking, looking straight ahead, minding your own business. You didn't give a damn. Dragging me along behind you, telling me to hold up my head up, never to give a damn, no matter what they said.
Well, it was a mistake. If I hadn't...
No, it wasn't a mistake. Don't you ever think that.
Yeah, well, look where that got you.
Graham, I don't regret anything, especially not that. And you shouldn't either. If it hadn't been for you and that morning, I don't know what I'd have done. I should have told you that. There was so much I should have told you and didn't. You were the only one I could depend on.
Well, that's not saying a whole lot.
It is. When you really listen or open your eyes. Up until then, I was so afraid of everything. Ashamed. Nothing like a massive dose of embarrassment to show you can survive anything.
I wasn't embarrassed.
No?
Not ever. You listen to me, young man, and look at me. Not ever.
Not even when you knew?
Knew what?
You know.
You still can't say it to me. Maybe that's the door you should have opened. No? You open the doors you can. If you can't, you can't. I'm just sorry you didn't open that one, at least for me. Go away! Justin, I may not have wanted to know, but deep down I knew. So even if you had told me, it would have just been a confirmation, not an, oh my God. Maybe I should have come right out and said it, but I didn't. So like the elephant in the house, you know it's there, but you kind of walk around it. Too many things go unsaid. Half of life is reading between the lines. I tried letting you know. I did everything but paint a sign and hang it up on that door. But you never opened it to me. I think that's what hurts the most.
I'm sorry, Graham.
So I'm saying it now, what I wanted to say back then. Boy, this is your bedroom. This is your house. Your home. No matter what, that's never going to change. There, I've said it. Then I probably added, because you know how nasty I can be. And for God's sake, get those girly pictures off your wall. You're not fooling anyone.
You probably would.
And I should have told you that you better get ready for some real ass kicking out there. Lest you learn to kick back, or kick first. And I should have taught you to kick first, then run. But I didn't. Maybe I should have kicked your ass myself. Would have been less painful.
I'm sorry.
Stop being sorry. Besides, what have you ever got to be sorry for? You didn't do it. They did it. It's just that if you had only stayed home that night.
It could have happened some other night.
Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you stayed home or taken a different route or not stopped or...
You can play the maybe game all you like. It doesn't change a thing. I did and they did. And they'll keep doing it until you open that door.
I can't. Not anymore. I'm too old.
You've got to. It's your door. And you're all I've got.
Then you don't have much. Didn't you learn anything?
More than you can imagine. See? I can see. All you have to do is open that door.
Don't you hear me? I don't want to go through that night again.
Nobody does. But you have to. Or it'll never be over.
They beat you.
I know.
With metal clubs.
I know.
Your face. Your beautiful face and your arms and legs.
Look at me, Graham. Look at me. The real me. Just open the door.
I loved you.
I know that. I never doubted that for a minute. You were all I had or needed.
Well, you certainly got the short end of the fuzzy stick. Okay. Okay. It's the middle of the night. What do you want?
Miss, stand up. Grace, stand up.
Please, no.
Answer her. For me?
Yes.
I love you.
Are you the mother of Justin Alboy?
No, not his mother, his grandmother. Is something wrong?
Can you open the door, please?
Why? Is something wrong? Has something happened to my Justin?
Miss, stand up. If you could open the door, please.
Go ahead, Graham. For me. For all of us.
They were there to tell me my grandson Justin was dead. Beaten to death by 2 teenage classmates for being different. A faggot. At least that's what witnesses to being testified. They were teaching that faggot a lesson on how to be a real man. Well, they sure taught him. They used lead pipes to crush his skull, smash his face, break his arms, and one of his legs. He had over 100 separate blows on his body. A bystander tried to stop them, and they took a swipe at him too. Then they went back to beating my grandson. They beat him for over 5 minutes. Do you know how long 5 minutes is? You can have a baby in 5 minutes or lose a grandson. And I'm standing here before you this afternoon because I'm pissed. I know that's not a word you're used to hearing in this chamber, but I call it like I feel it. There's some damn doors that need to be opened. The doors to prejudice. The doors to hate crimes. Justin's just one of hundreds who have been murdered because of who they were. Not killed, murdered. Kills when you run a car off the road or fall off a roof. Murder is intentional. Justin was murdered because someone hated who they thought he was. Hate is an awful word. I know because I hate those who murdered my Justin. Hate knowing that if I did the same thing to them that they did to my grandson, I go to prison for life. While they only got 4 years. 4 years for beating my grandson to death. Why? Why only 4 years? Because they were teenagers? No. Because Justin was Justin. Murdering him was somehow not as bad. Somehow understandable. Well, damn it, it's not understandable to me. And it will never be understandable to me. That door is now officially open, and this is one old lady who is never going to let you close it again. So now I want you to change the law. You heard me. Change the law. For Justin. But not just for him. I want you to change this law for all the others like Justin that you need to remember. I don't ever want to see another child lost, murdered, because you hide behind that door. Look at those faces. Look at them and remember. 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 Brandon Tenna, Matthew Shepard, Scotty Joe Weaver, Jason Gage, Ronnie Paris, Justin Alboy. Please remember